Very few fashion brands are very successful with Facebook ads. Normally what I hear from you is that it doesn't work, etc. I can totally understand that it may be frustrating looking for the profitability and nothing seems to work with Facebook ads. I wanted to make this video to help you understand what to use and not use in Facebook ads or Meta ads and how to make your ads viral and not overpay Meta for content publishing. Let's dive in. So Facebook or Meta is not a big science. What you need to understand is that the algorithm does most of the work. Your role is quite simple. Determine who is your ideal client is, set some initial parameters such as type of campaign, is it traffic, lead gen or conversion, budget on a campaign level or audience level, or your optimization, add to cart, lead, purchase, etc. And the most important and valuable part of your campaign would be your content. Yes, it's not about how technically you are at ease with Meta dashboards, optimizations, and little tricks. It is about how well do you know your ideal client and how can you talk about their pain, thoughts, dreams, and beliefs in your ad. The big takeaway is that if you know well your ideal persona, your content will speak straight to their hearts and you will pay less for your ads with lots of results. If you don't know your client, your audience, or your niche, it's like a bottle in the sea. Your message will be lost deep inside the ocean of many other ads. So before you work on your ad campaign, don't forget to look at what your audience is saying about your brand, your products, what problem you solve, and how your product helps them. Yes, their words, not yours. Talk straight to their hearts. Use the titles that hook them and give them the desire to click. Use visuals and images that catch the eye. Use videos that help them out, help them learn something new, or help them find inspiration for their next outfit. Put the outfit in the context of their lives and help them project how it would look like on them. So let's look at some examples of ads, how to make your ad most efficient. First of all, what you should avoid. I don't recommend putting words such as your brand name, slogans, or sales on your creatives. It makes your content too commercial and it performs less and costs you more because you need to pay more for less engagement. Here's the secret. You want your ad to look like not an ad at all. It should be something that people would find as an authentic post. The more authentic you are, the less you will be paying for your impressions. Because by liking and commenting on your post, you will attract more viral attention and people start commenting one after another. Comments, likes, and shares are free on Facebook. Never forget this. Second, never delete any comments, even negative ones. Good or bad comments are all good for your reach and improve your cost per impression. In fact, all comments, positive or negative, help your content to become viral. And deleted comments are not good for your ads. You send wrong signals to the algorithm saying that your content is not likable. So back to the content. You want your content to be as much authentic as possible. It should less look like an ad and more like a normal post. The title would be a question or a statement, less a call to action title. People want to know more and click more naturally when there is a question or a statement that intrigues them. If you say something banal, where we are the best fashion brand, it will not work. First of all, it shouldn't be about you, and then you should create a desire to click. So it should talk about their interests, pain, and curiosity. Another thing that you should avoid doing is using very well executed studio pictures. Why do we want to avoid those? Because it doesn't look true. It's too perfect, and social media is all about human nature, authenticity, and imperfect connections between people. So social media is not the right place to put your perfectly executed, very expensive pictures talking about your brand identity. People don't care about your brand identity. All they want is to see how the product looks on people like them. So if you show someone perfect with perfect body, it will stop them from clicking because no one believes that they will look exactly the same way in your clothes. So this is something you should avoid. Posting pictures just like this. So let's go back to content. The first type of content that you should publish is style tips. This is my favorite one because it's easy to make. This goes viral very quickly and you pay less for traffic and acquisition. Also, it attracts the right people because it will filter those who are truly interested in buying. Your ad is already doing the work for you. It gives people an idea of how to wear your clothes. This ad can be filmed by you as a founder, someone from your team or friends, or a UGC. If you work with UGC, give them a quick brief on what you expect them to do in front of the camera. What are the requirements for styling, light, makeup, music, and environment, such as indoor or outdoor? Should it be a contemporary building or more ancient or luxury background, etc. Everything matters in fashion. A person who wears clothes, who should like just your ideal client, but a little bit better, more desirable, and where they filmed are is important. So you can set your conditions and let them then do their work and create a content for you. The second type of content is a product demo. It's a very simple ad where you just show the product to someone with a simple background, preferably having a color background to attract attention. A person just walks into the room, shows the product, and walks away. So she's not talking, explaining, or doing anything. We just want to put all the focus on the product and show it on a real person. It's a simple but very powerful ad. You can film it with a mobile phone, on a model, or on your partner, or any other type of people who work with you. And the third type of content I advise is user experience. Again, it can be done by UGC or one of your clients where they wear your product and they talk about it. How it fits, how it feels, how they wear it, whether it is comfortable, is it practical, does it have pockets, easy to button, easy to zip, etc. Anything that can help your audience to decide to buy it. It is a practical guide on how to wear your clothes. Why do we do it? Because the internet is a virtual reality. We need to give as much information as we can to let people understand better your product and help them decide on your ad and whether they want it or not. Again, it's better to make an ad that filters people before they click. So you don't pay for unnecessary clicks and you won't only convince people on your website to improve your metrics. This is something you need to remember. The role of your ad is to filter people. You don't want everyone to click, stay 5 seconds on your website and then disappear. You want people who engage with your brand to click, leave an email, add to cart, purchase. It all starts with the first contact on your ad. So you want your ad to filter people and let go of those who are not interested and keep only those who want to buy. So the more you give valuable information through your ads, the better it is for your metrics and you would pay less in acquisition costs. Should you use long or short text in ads? This is a very common mistake I see. People put 1 or 2 phrases in an image and then they run their ad just like this, hoping to do more sales. Yes, you may notice that big brands don't say much on their ads. They put something like new collection is out, but they don't need it to. They have a name. They just remind people to go to their website. You don't have a name and you can't compare yourself at the beginning of the journey with someone who has 20, 50 years of experience and people who know the brand. So don't make these common mistakes that I see everywhere. First of all, you need to share your story. Let people know you better before they click. And again, filter your ad with right people. Secondly, the more you write and tell at the beginning, the more qualified traffic you will get on your website. Simply because there are people who watch and there are others who read. You need to satisfy both types, and because we only read once, you don't have a second chance with a second ad to make the impression. Do the writing with your first ads. It always starts with introduction, a hook, explaining why you are the best person to come up with the idea, tell your story, and then it ends up with what is it in need for them? Why shop from you? What features do you have that others don't? And ask them to click. Call to action at the end of your ad. No doubt, it is always about seeing first. In fashion, we need to see the style, the fit, the model, who wears the clothing, but we also need to read and understand before we click. So use your right to say and show something. You paid for this. You want to use fully the space for your budget. Don't be lazy or too short on your text. Give as much details as you can. Hook them with what they're looking first, and then tell them your story. It's your turn. You paid for this. So if you found this video useful, I totally recommend watching my next video about Facebook ads hacks I bet you didn't know to run successful campaigns for your fashion brand. See you there.